Okay, let's talk next about economics as a contentious discipline. Whenever you hear other people talking about economics, there's a great chance that you will hear someone saying, oh, economists, they cannot agree on anything. And it is true that there is a lot of disagreement on many things among economists, but it is important to see where that disagreement originates from. So economists typically disagree when it comes to making normative policy recommendations. Economists typically do not disagree much when it comes to accepting positive research results. But the ambiguity of certain results really stems from taking a result that we can all agree upon, but then drawing the right conclusion. So it is really in the area of normative policy recommendations where a lot of disagreement happens. So let's consider an example. Let's say we all agree that we found in studies or in theoretical models that redistribution slows economic growth. So in other words, we may all agree that if a country taxes the rich very, very heavily, that this leads to slower economic growth. Let's just assume that's the case. And so let's moreover assume that another result shows that countries that are more equal, they are happier. So we have two results, and we agree upon they have been conducted scientifically very rigorously, and one result shows redistribution slows economic growth, the other shows that countries that are more equal, they are happier. So now disagreement or contentious debate can easily arise because an economist who thinks that growth is more important than happiness will disagree with redistributive policies. But economists who think that happiness is what matters, they will favor it. So most of the time, economists do not disagree on the positive results of economic research, but their normative interpretation. But having said this, most economists also agree on many things. So, for example, I wouldn't know any economist who would argue that tariffs are good, that price controls are good, or central bank independence is bad. So there are like many areas in which economists also agree. But the point that you should keep in mind that a lot of the disagreement does not stem from the conduct of academic research, but from the interpretation of results.